You're not in it. We're gonna say hi to people. Dobry wieczór.
Dobry wieczór.
This gentleman is a fine gentleman that is a future husband of Ray. Am I saying it right?
Potential?
So now we're gonna put big words in this whole thing. Potential, kinetic, whatever. Husband is a husband. A lover, future lover, friend, partner, everything in one. One. Pleasure to meet you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. And this is how we live. This is Ray. Dobry wieczór. What is that? What are you putting? What is that?
Soy sauce.
What is it?
Soy sauce.
Hi.
It's good.
No, put it in yours, baby. Put it in yours. She puts it in everything. It's okay. You put it in yours. I don't like salt in it. Anyway, so how do you feel about this whole situation? Because it's unusual. I get it.
Well, I'm just getting to know you. Both of you, actually. So.
And it's true. Why didn't you bring your father? You forgot?
Huh? Why didn't I?
Yeah, he would love to meet all of
He
us.
doesn't speak English really.
Oh, but you translate. You're a good translator.
Yeah, I can do that sometime.
But doesn't he want to know your future? Well, again, I'm saying wife. You know, I'm being a little funny. We never know. But it's possible.
Of course it's possible.
Of course, anytime you meet a woman, it's possible. Especially if you think like that. Правильно я говорю? Каждый раз кого-то встречаешь, это может быть твоя будущая жена. Did we give broccoli into this thing? Whatever. So, my point is this. How does it feel to you, this whole thing? It seems like it doesn't bother you, right?
No, not at all actually.
See? Maybe because you're...
Something new to me as well. I mean, I've heard about, you know, different
ways
of like living or you know having relationship with women, and I have a good friend back in Poland. He's actually an ex-boyfriend of my oldest sister.
Oh wow!
And
See?
he was like, you know, he had a wife, but he had a lover, and he would go out for dinner with both of them.
So how beautiful is that? Can you introduce me to him?
It will be
And
my
to all of
pleasure
these-
to do that.
I'm sorry?
It will be my pleasure to do so.
Yeah, he's great.
Whenever he comes to visit or whenever you happen to be in Poland, and you got it.
See, Polish people, they know. They know. Это потому что шляхта. Шляхта, what do you call it?
Szlachta?
Шляхта.
Nobility?
Huh?
Nobility?
That's, you know Bogdan Khmelnytsky?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Well, by name, but...
Well, yeah, he lived a while ago. He's a hero. He liberated Ukraine and Poland, right, Charlie? I have to read about it. Bogdan, we have a monument in Kyiv.
Thank you.
Right in the middle of the square. He's with a mace with stick.
Mm-hmm.
No, and a horse.
Do you want to put it in the fridge for a few minutes? It should be chilled.
So then, I'm curious. So you've never had this experience, but you've been with a lady, I think Ray mentioned, for a couple of years, right? 4 years?
Yeah.
4 years.
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't live with her.
No.
You forgot.
No, I didn't forget it.
You didn't forget? You did not live with her on purpose?
I mean, it just didn't work out. Like at some point I wanted to move in with her, but
It's complicated.
yeah,
No, I was young too.
it was complicated for her too, because when we met she was married, you know, so
But she was married not to you,
no.
to another person, not Polish.
No, that's
Okay.
good.
But how did you and her husband get along?
Well, we met briefly, you know, a couple of times.
Did you like each other?
Yeah, like until he realized what was going on.
Oh, he didn't realize? She forgot to tell him. Shit. People are so forgetful these days. I mean, women and men forget. We just forget. So she forgot to tell him. But you weren't married. You never been married.
Never.
So then, how long? Then she left her husband for you.
Yeah.
And how long were you with her after she left her husband?
Most of the time. So let's say like she left her husband in the first half a year.
Wow. But something happened that you didn't feel like living with her. Why not? I'm curious.
Well, like I don't think we were like we didn't have much confidence or like we didn't maybe believe in it that much. I think there was also some pressure from her family, you know, because she just got married to that guy actually like a year before or maybe 2 years before that. And you know it was a big thing. She's Peruvian, so you know they had a wedding in Netherlands and in Peru. You know, all family, big family, all of
He's
that.
Peruvian too?
No, he's Dutch. That was in the Netherlands.
Like my cousin. My cousin married a Dutch.
And I think she also like pressured him into marriage a little bit, or maybe more than a little.
So now is she back with him or she just divorced?
No, I don't think they are back together. Although I don't ask her about it.
You don't stay in touch with him?
No, I do stay in touch with her, but I don't ask her about who she's seeing or.
That's not that. Yeah, normally we don't want to know that. But anyway, because that's not good information. That's bad information. Anyway, but I'm curious. So what happened? Why didn't it work out?
I think we weren't committed enough, or also we had like different goals in life, or also different views, very different.
It's
on
not
some
easy.
things.
When I was young, and even now sometimes, it's just not easy. Not easy to see what's gonna happen. And so when did you break up?
So actually she wanted to break up at first, and that was beginning of 2019. And then
Like almost 2 years ago.
yeah, almost 2 years ago. But then throughout 2019 we were still seeing each other after the breakup.
So you say you were not committed.
No, not
Like-
really. Or like I wouldn't bet my money on it, you know.
Why not? What was not like what was lacking? If you were to say like maybe emotional,
I
maybe
think
sexual.
maybe mutual understanding.
In what way?
Like I would prefer to spend time with my friends. Sometimes I would prefer to do that than spending time with her.
Basically, that says that you were not too much into her.
Yeah,
Because
but we
if you
still
really-
spend a lot of time together. But I thought, okay, well, on Friday night I would like to go out with someone else and do something else.
Yeah. See, and I learned when I was into my ex, every time she used to tell me, "Oh, listen, you can go with your friends." I was into my ex when I was into her. Before we all had a lot of fights. But when I was into her, I always spent time with her. Every time I went anywhere, friends, I took her with me. Some of my friends said, "Why you always take your wife?" I said, "I like her. She's beautiful, makes me laugh. We have so much fun."
I have a boyfriend like that.
Huh?
I have a friend like that. Who takes her man everywhere.
Women,
Mm-hmm.
and put like half more.
Half. Like this.
Perfect. So,
No, 9:38.
what's it? Oh, it's 10:07, 9:38. So see, that to me means that a person, and I'm not blaming you, it's just you were not too much into her. Maybe, but not a lot. And since then, since you broke up, when was it, like in the end of 2019?
So we would still see each other until I moved here. So that was March this year. So my last week or two of my stay in the Netherlands, I stayed at her place.
You lived in the Netherlands too, huh?
Yeah, I lived there 10 years almost.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's in Amsterdam?
Yeah, and other places, but Amsterdam too.
Damn, I forgot where my cousin lives. I forgot this small city, like 40 minutes away from Amsterdam. There are so many.
Yeah, there are too many to guess actually.
Everybody riding bicycles that are like 30 years old bicycles. Yeah. But what I found, and you can, if you'd like, I feel like people can use I have an experience for the last 2 years, and I lived I've lived many years with my ex, 16 years of marriage, and it was all different types of stuff. Monogamous, polygamous, open, semi-open, whatever, all the things you can think of. We never had a threesome at our house though. We could still do it if she stops being stupid. It comes with a boyfriend, I tell her, can bring a boyfriend, whatever. We'll figure something out. We'll still be friends. She got hots for me. But she's too mad. This liar. Whatever. And since then, I've been single. And let's compare you've been single for what, 1 year?
Mm-hmm.
How many women have you dated in 1 year?
Less than 5.
So 4?
3 or 4.
Okay. I've dated, no, I don't date. I've never dated anyone, they live here. And I counted today, this one, unfortunately, I have to give her a number because she's messing with me. So 78. 78 women in 2 years. So around 35 per year.
Mm-hmm.
And 2/3 of them, I'd say 25 of them actually lived here for 2 days for her, but sometimes a week, sometimes a couple of them lived for a month or two, really 2.5 months. Usually it was not platonic, but there was one more actually Peruvian. We had a